Hey guys, how's everyone doing? So I had this idea recently of me just recording my morning thoughts or whichever thoughts that I get during my reviews of uh, my journaling and stuff like that. So, quick backstory, I used to read a lot of books in a genre called Lit RPG or VR RPG. So for whoever does not know, because that is it's a genre that's not really popular, and I'm not completely sure whether that genre actually exists anywhere out of outside of a Russian community. So I used to read them books in Russian. So the genre is about uh, either VR capsules where you immerse yourself into a capsule, you lay down, close your eyes, you appear in a world full of fantasy, or whether it can be like sci-fi, technology and stuff like that. But me personally, I don't like sci-fi as much. I like fantasy, I like magic, so that's what I usually read. So the person wakes up in a different world and he plays a game where you feel everything that's happening to you. So, for example, if you get stabbed by a sword, you feel like you get stabbed by a sword. Now, obviously, mostly all of the books they had, you could see that in settings you could change like how much you feel. So, obviously, you wouldn't be like internally dying from getting stabbed and all that because your brain actually perceives it in that way. So, you need to be cautious basically, or the people who create the game, they need to be cautious to make sure they don't traumatize you as a individual, they don't traumatize your brain. So that's the backstory. I used to read them kind of books. Now most of these worlds, yeah, they get powered by AI. So there's a great big large AI, super smart, which generates events in a game. Now, obviously, right now, with the rise of AI, we already know that that is future. Like, them books that I've read, that is future. I know that for sure. That is going to happen. The question is why? We don't know. The question is to what extent, how much of that is going to be true, and how quickly. But I was just thinking today, yeah? What if we have a game which is literally Minecraft or Terraria, or there's a game called Factorio, maybe somebody knows it, or there's a game called RimWorld. So it's literally sandboxes where you walk around and you do things. Yeah, so Factorio, Minecraft, Terraria are first person, and then RimWorld is you govern a small civilization of people. Yeah, and there's many other games that are exactly like that. So my thought is, yeah, what if what if some game like that just puts an ad or a mod onto it, which is AI that will start to govern events that occur in that game. So it basically randomizes the experience of the person playing the game. I'm gonna give an example. I'm gonna give an example on Minecraft. So in Minecraft, newest versions, you have villages and you have the new things that attack villages, yeah. So you get raids, I think that's what they're called. I haven't actually played that much, but giving off whatever I know. So what if that AI that is introduced into the game is going to generate more events like that, and it's going to randomize them. So for example, you're going to have more events introduced by the people who created the game. For example, not only raids to the villages, but like some other type of raids, some like mobs that are gonna get spawned in large groups that are gonna attack wherever the person is, or mobs that are gonna break blocks and attack wherever the person is, or something emerging from the sea, or stuff like that. So in Terraria, you actually have that. You have like a night of a lot of mobs coming, they attack you. They attack your base. So stuff like that. So what if there's gonna be an AI which generates things like that and it randomizes them? That is already very interesting. Now, you can also have an AI that alters the experience of you interacting with NPCs in a game. So that's probably going to be made quite soon. Like, I'm pretty sure that already now in games like Minecraft, there already is interactive experience with NPCs through mods. But I mean, like, what if that's gonna be new norm, actually introduced into the game? Or new games that are gonna be made, they're gonna have that interactive experience where NPCs don't just go like, oh yeah, let's trade, okay, you give me gold, I give you coal. Cool. Nice. That's boring. But what if NPCs actually have like a life? Like, imagine you go into a village and in there, you walk into a village and out of nowhere, some NPC goes up to you and starts crying, telling you a story about how they got raided by mobs or whatever, and then their mom or their dad got killed, or a part of their family got kidnapped by a raid or something like that. Now they're getting held captive, and now you need to go into that cave and fight mobs, and then later on they will give you some kind of a reward for it. And when you go into a cave, like, there's gonna be like another story. So like, that's main story down like this. There's gonna be another part of the story, and then you can uncover, like, you can find some kind of loot in there that's nobody seen before, like some kind of a sword that's just sword of the old king or whatever, that's been like, think of King Arthur and the sword in the stone. I'm not actually sure how that's called in English, but think of that, and then you go into that dungeon, you find it, you bring it back, and then there's two ways that you can go around it. You can give it back to the people of the village, and then they give you, like, you wouldn't know about this, but then they give you some kind of reward which could be even cooler, or a different one, or they give you some other quest. They'd be like, yo, you proved yourself worthy, you gave us back our stuff, we have not told anybody, but you're worthy, and we're going to give you another quest, a legendary level quest, that you're gonna go and you're gonna get like super crazy reward for it, so stuff like that. All of this, it's very easy to make. Like, even now, I don't know that much about AI, but I see what's possible. I use AI every day. I've been making images, writing, etc., videos, all that. I know that a lot of it is possible. I know that I'm pretty sure like 20% of what's possible is released. People behind the scenes, they can do crazy things that we are not told about. So think about looking at what is possible right now. that is available to public. Like, I can go onto ChatGPT right now and I can use the API of ChatGPT to connect that to my app, and I can start using the power of ChatGPT in my app for not that much money. That's already available to me. And there's a ChatGPT 5 which is going to be coming out quite soon. And then there's more and more and more. And what's not shown to us, that there's much, much more. So think about the possibility, yeah. And all of this, that would be really cool. Like, that would just literally change gaming to a new level. At least I would love to play something like that. All of them books that I've read, I'm so captivated by all of the ideas that are spoken of in them books, just because it sounds so interesting. And current gaming industry, you look at it and it's sad. Like, I haven't been playing like games properly for a year, and before that I played for a short period of time, and then before that I haven't played for a year as well, and then before that I've played for a bit, and then before that I've played for 7 years in a row. Yeah, so I like MMORPGs and I like the idea of MMORPGs, and I have been researching what I could actually play, just to, you know, kind of spend some time when I wanna take time off, but when I wanna still do something productive somewhat, because what I like to do is I like to try to learn from games. I actually had this debate with my friend before, where I said that gaming is productive if you know how to use it. Same as any other tool, same as anything else that exists on the planet Earth. Everything can be productive if you know how to use it. So you just gotta know how to use it. But coming back to the theme that I started off, you look at the gaming industry and it's sad. There's nothing interesting. Everything's the same as what it was before. Like, are there MMORPGs which are better, really better than World of Warcraft, that has been released for like what, 15 years now? I'm not actually sure, but 10, 15 years? Huh? How is that possible? We've improved so much. We have AI, we have all of this stuff, but everything that gets released upcoming this year, next year, it's literally sad. Nothing changes. But anyways, let me stop right there. I hope that you actually think about what I've said. Maybe write a comment if you have certain thoughts that relate to what I said, or certain thoughts that oppose what I said, because I'd actually be really, really curious to hear other people's opinion on this. And I hope you have a great day. Peace.